Welcome back to Transformation. We're here with Rosio, and we are showing the new modern techniques with hypnosis and how we can benefit the patient or client even more through evidence-based hypnosis. This product called Proteus has been researched for 25 years. And she came in for was anxiety. And with this process we have here, it sends light LED/gamma ray lights to both her eyes, which send it to the frontal cortex, as well as through the ears. It allows her the possibility of relaxing more. We know through the many tests that we've done over the 25 years that it reduces the stress levels in the stress level hormones by over 30%. It also raises the serotonin levels by 23%. And that's just with the 15-minute or 30-minute session a few times a week. So in our office, we can customize the words and the work with her to accommodate her. Think of it as having your own custom medicine, because we know a lot of the medicine with the trials and the use doesn't work for everyone. And this is the most powerful medicine, the medicine of the mind, and having the ability to have her get the most beneficial hypnosis available. The process is very simple. We program in the words that will benefit her the most into a software program. Then we can download it where she can actually have it easily available that she can listen to in the evening, and you can use it for several members of the family. There's amazing benefits from it, and it's been tested and endorsed by many doctors, and we have information on our website for how it works and how you can use it and how it's beneficial for you. The technology is changing even more as we talk, and the benefits with Neuro Programmer 3 gives us the ability to understand. So maybe in her subconscious she likes a certain color, but in her conscious mind she says she likes red. But really, in our subconscious mind, it might be blue. So we will understand that through this software to make it easier so we can get the best beneficial use for her to basically have a hypnosis that will make the immediate, simple change. So by using this is kind of like we'll give this for you to take home after a session, and it will rapidly make you feel more relaxed, not only in our office, but in your home environment if you use it a couple times a week. And certainly it's beneficial, as we've seen in studies with children at all levels and adults. There's no limit to this. There's amazing possibilities that we have now and in the future. In a second, you'll see a brief video on Neuro Programmer 3 and how beneficial it is for you. It's an area I'm certified in and is beneficial in my practice.
Neuro Programmer 3 is an innovative software application designed to help you enhance your mental abilities and change yourself by allowing you to directly influence your state of mind through a neurological process known as brainwave entrainment. During an entrainment session, the user is presented with audio stimulation that is precisely timed to the electrical activity of the brain. Brainwave patterns will then change to match the frequency of the stimulation, which in turn changes the mental state of the listener. In this EEG scan, you can see the clear and sustained spike of alpha brainwave activity experienced after 6 minutes of entrainment. Alpha brainwaves are associated with a calm state of mind, and as the stimulation continues, this person will in fact be feeling more relaxed and at ease. Experiencing the benefits of brainwave entrainment for yourself is incredibly easy with Neuro Programmer. Begin by clicking on Setup Wizard, and you'll be given a very short survey that will configure the program to your needs and goals. After this questionnaire is complete, the software will automatically generate a list of recommended sessions seen here. You'll quickly notice the huge range of applications that are possible, such as reducing anxiety, enhancing cognition and focus, increasing motivation, strengthening emotional stability, and much more. Simply pick the session that best matches your current goal by reviewing these extended descriptions, then load the session you'd like and press play. Visit our website to watch other videos explaining this technology, read about the research behind it, learn about real experiences and results from the thousands of people who use this software every day, and download your own free trial of Neuro Programmer 3.
Welcome back to Transform a Nation. Today I have the honor and privilege to present a friend of mine and a colleague, master hypnotist, David Woods. And he is probably one of the most famous in Germany and in many parts of the world. You can find a lot of his work on YouTube and other areas. And we're just excited to have you in this segment we call the World of Hypnosis. And we'd like to understand how you see the world of hypnosis in Germany and how it can be a part of the world. And you were just recently in the US. We attended a conference together, and so I'd like you to share with us, first of all, David, how did you get in hypnosis? Why hypnosis?
Well, thank you first of all for inviting me here. Hypnosis, I've been doing hypnosis since I was a child, since the first time actually since I was 12 years old. I interested myself in that. And basically I studied psychology and never really put it to action. And over the last, well, basically 15 years, 14, 15 years, I've been practicing in Germany, where I've been living for about 20 years now. I got going like most people do, you know, as lightly as possible, a couple of customers a week, and then over the whole month, it turned out to be a couple of, well, a dozen or so. And at the moment, it's been an average of over 100 people a month, plus 2 seminars I'm doing a month, one in Austria, one in Switzerland, mostly running backwards and forwards between the countries. I'm doing a lot of single sessions in Germany. So we've got over 100 people having sessions a month. I've got other people working here doing the hypnosis as well. Yeah, so we're getting bigger and bigger in Germany, actually.
Yeah, I enjoyed going to your webpage and seeing many of the videos you have, and I know you've been on a lot of different television shows there with hypnosis, and both in an entertaining way and a very clinical way. With hypnosis, for yourself, maybe you can share with us one of the more profound cases that you had that you saw, change with someone, and maybe there's an entertaining one that you also might have.
Oh, there's been loads different types of people been coming for the hypnosis. Lots of people come basically because of overweight. Some people come because of not smoking. Then you get now and then you get the customers that come because they're like terminally ill, or they can't walk, or have things where you can't get on with psychology alone. And we see the possibilities of getting really deep into the subconscious mind with the hypnosis, that we can activate parts of the body actually which mentally, so consciously, not able to activate. And one particular case was a American actually. He was here, was based here in Germany, And he got basically attacked one evening after coming late out from his base, and was left to die actually. And his head was kicked in. He had a lot of surgery, and after this incident, he came and wanted to be hypnotized because he had other sorts of medical treatment and psychology, lots of rehabilitations work, and he just gave up basically. And I hypnotized him, found out what fears he had of not being able to make it, not being able to stay and stand up. He was basically giving up on himself, and got him into hypnosis. And I thought he was having fun with me at the beginning, because he just sat up and asked me if he should go now, and I didn't know what he really wanted. And he pulled himself up on my shoulder and stood up. And he's obviously been having some rehabilitation work and could stand on his legs, but he wasn't doing it anymore. He was just neglecting himself, neglecting basically a whole side of him, and not trying anymore. And the most amazing thing was, for me, was, I don't know if it was shock or what it was, as he sat across from my table, he had like a baseball cap on, took it off, and I could see through the left-hand side of his head, because he'd been attacked that severely that he lost a part of his brain, and his skull was really badly damaged. So I thought there was no real thing that I could actually do. I tried, you know, everybody tries to see what they can do, and he was willing. So I just took the fears away, gave him the motivation. We had a long conversation at the beginning, what he used to do, what he was prepared to do, what he'd really liked to do again, and that was to dance and play rap music and so on. And it just bluffed me that he said, look, should I get up and go? And well, I said, okay. So he pulled himself up on my arm, and we left our office room and went to the reception where his wife and 3 kids were waiting. And they all started crying. So, you know, I thought he was having a joke with me, but, well, it wasn't. And he came back for a second session, and in the second session, we done another type of hypnosis where you let the client basically fall onto an airbed, basically, so there's no damage done. So I could get him used to being able to fall and being okay, so he's not being afraid of falling down. And that was one of the things that was stopping him from walking, because he was more afraid of falling down and making an idiot about himself, and he just gave up. So that was one of the most remembering things we done. There's just so many things. There's so many things. We've had people, we've had professional football players who have problems running, because everybody says, okay, they can run really good, and then they start thinking about their legs whilst they're running and get stiff legs as they're running and don't run anymore. So, I mean, it's a lot of subconscious reactions people have where the body functions don't seem to play along. And we got golf players, we've got football players, we've got tennis players, even people who come who play darts, and they say they've got this thing called dietitis, where they can't throw the dart anymore, where they've been professional players before. So a lot in the sport area, quite a lot in overweight areas. We always try and contact our clients a few weeks later to get some feedback, to get some information, and we have literally got near on 100% for the weight loss.
That's amazing. And you know what I've learned from you, and I have learned from you, even though we had our challenges and thoughts about what hypnosis is, and learning from you to expand our own possibilities, knowing that there are certain things that we can tap into our language of the brain. And as we see the possibilities with that, we have a better understanding. And when you said you used, I believe, rap as a induction or a part of hypnosis, and then I took a step back and thought about it, and I realized it may be something that could benefit a person that could tap into their subconscious, that you can enter and see a new way of finding an ability to talk to the brain, because we know that that's very possible. We can activate parts of our bodies through hypnosis and change through hypnosis that we never realized was possible. And maybe you can elaborate on those thoughts too.
Well, basically, the main thing of hypnosis is the conversation you have with your customers before. You know, if you've got a client sitting in front of you, you've got to find out what is emotional for that person. And if a person can socialize, if it's a music, a background music, if a person can socialize with rap music or something in that line, and not what everybody else would socialize in. So we use it as background music. I concentrate on past experiences where the person really felt well, and then you really get a reaction from the person. And we have people here where they come from all backgrounds of life, and you've got to try and understand somebody. You can really understand somebody if you sit on a table and you're talking personally, the person feels comfortable, they start explaining what they got, how they feel, and you start using that in the hypnosis and changing the valuability of it. So if you can change the values, you can change the body reactions.
Absolutely. You know, there's so many possibilities once we understand how to communicate. And like you said, communication can be many different ways with a person. And that's the beauty of hypnosis. I look at it as custom medicine. You know, imagine having the magic pill, and really hypnosis can be the magic pill for people that prescription drugs aren't. And in the world that you live in with Germany and the work that you're doing in Australia and New Zealand, Switzerland, how do you see the U.S. and our audience being able to benefit from hypnosis, as we discussed on a few dinners about the legal differences and medical challenges here versus what you have going? What do you see that we could benefit, that as you talk to the audience here in the greater Washington area, what do you have that could help us?
Well, in Germany, in Switzerland, and in Austria, basically a German-speaking area, you do have a lot of rules, very, very tight rules as well, about how far you can go helping somebody who's mentally under things like depression and stuff like that, and need a psychiatrist. You don't play the role of the psychiatrist, but it's basically where the psychiatrist can't get any further. The hypnotist can. You know, I can combine both of them because I've studied the psychiatry side of it, so I know what I'm doing in both sides, which probably gives me a big plus point here. But in Germany, basically, we don't always call it hypnosis. We call it mental coaching, training, and consulting. And, you know, people come, they say what they've been doing. If they're under therapy anywhere, then they shouldn't break up the therapy. We're just helping alongside other therapists to help people get themselves back into working order, basically. We've got lots of people in big companies who are overlasted with all the paperwork and family problems, and we've got a big thing in Europe called burnout. I don't know if it's the same thing in America, but it's basically where somebody's just overrun and can't concentrate anymore at work, they're depressive, just sit down and don't do anything more. So we bring the people back into a time in the hypnosis where they can see themselves as being a positive person, where they can see all their goals and what they can reach and see themselves doing it. And basically that really makes a difference. Where the psychologist can just talk about it, we can go in the subconscious mind and we can really go on to the root of the feelings, put this feeling back in their head, so to say, and the person can go back to work, concentrate. Maybe they might do a bit less. We're going to find out why the problem existed at the beginning. We just can't say you're like that and that's it. That's the part of the therapeutical therapy side of it, where you've got to find out what led to it. You know.
And David, I'm sorry we're out of time here, but I want to let the audience know that your website's at the bottom. There's amazing videos, and I want to thank you for being on Transform a Nation. Thank you. I'd like to thank our guests for being with us on Transform a Nation. And I would like you, the viewer, to have something to take home. If you go to our Facebook page with Transform a Nation and like us, we'll send you a MP3 for anxiety or pain relief. And to make your life easier and give you the opportunity of seeing the benefits of hypnosis in your own home. I'd like to thank you each for watching Transform a Nation and realize the possibilities of hypnosis are unlimited as we look at the wonderful world of hypnosis. Thanks for watching Transform a Nation. I'm your host, Paul Davis. Thank you.